information on business opportunities in Indonesia, and at this time on Indonesian electricity in Aceh province. Basically, this information is available on State Electricity Company's Business Plan 2019-2028, which can be downloaded from the company's website www.pln.co.id. Now, we are going to share information on Aceh Electricity covering existing capacity, power plant development plan, and electricity potential in Aceh. With regard to existing capacity, currently total capacity of electricity in Aceh province is 680.2 megawatt. In terms of supplier, this capacity is made available by State Electricity Company for 621.7 megawatt or 91.4%, rental companies for 33.0 megawatt or 4.8%, and independent power producers for 25.5 megawatt or 3.7%. We can then conclude that the role of independent power producers in Aceh is still very small and even below rental companies. On the other side, this indicates wide open opportunities for independent power producers to take part in Aceh power plant development. In terms of power plant type, this capacity is made available by diesel engine for 247.4 megawatt or 36.4%, coal-fired for 244.0 megawatt or 35.9%, gas machine for 184.9 megawatt or 27.2%, and microhydro for 3.9 megawatt or 0.5%. We can then conclude that the role of oil and coal, which are not renewable, is still very high in Aceh, so that the opportunity of renewable energy to replace this is very wide open. With regard to power plant development plan, during the next 10 years, Indonesian government through State Electricity Company plans to develop power plants in Aceh for 3,521.7 megawatt, 540.0 megawatt or 15.3% of this amount is or to be developed by State Electricity Company itself, and the remaining 2,981.7 megawatt or 84.7% is or to be assigned to independent power producers in the form of power purchase agreement. This means that a bigger role shall be assigned to independent power producers, constituting wide open business opportunities for them. The 2,981.7 megawatt is or to be assigned to independent power producers in the form of power purchase agreement covers 9 types of power plant, namely hydro for 921.0 megawatt or 30.9%, gas coal for 800.0 megawatt or 26.8%, geothermal for 440.0 megawatt or 14.8%, coal-fired for 400.0 megawatt or 13.4%, microhydro for 196.6 megawatt or 6.6%, bioenergy for 147.6 megawatt or 4.9%, solar for 53.7 megawatt or 1.8%, biomass for 19.8 megawatt or 0.7%, and biogas for 3.0 megawatt or 0.1%. We can then conclude that the preferred types are hydro, gas coal, geothermal, and coal-fired. The 921.0 megawatt hydro covers Hidro Sumatera Kuota Tersebar 1 for 722.0 megawatt, Hidro Sumatera Kuota Tersebar 2 for 129.0 megawatt. Hidro Sumatera kuota tersebar 3 for 62.0 megawatt. And Hidro Sumatera kuota tersebar 4 for 10.0 megawatt. The 800.0 megawatt gas coal covers Sumbagut wellhead quota 1 for 300.0 megawatt, Sumbagut wellhead quota 2 for 300.0 megawatt, and Sumbagut wellhead quota 3 for 200 megawatt. The 440.0 megawatt geothermal covers Panas Bumi Sumatera kuota tersebar 1 for 235 megawatt, Panas Bumi Sumatera kuota tersebar 2 for 195.0 megawatt, Jaboi FTP2 1 for 50 megawatt, and Jaboi FTP 2.2 for 5.0 megawatt. The 400.0 megawatt coal-fired covers Meulaboh Nagan Raya 341 for 200 megawatt and Meulaboh Nagan Raya 342 also for 200 megawatt. The 196.6 megawatt microhydro covers Mini Hidro Sumatera kuota tersebar 1 for 129.6 megawatt, Mini Hidro Sumatera kuota tersebar 2 for 20.0 megawatt, Mini Hidro Sumatera kuota tersebar 3 for 20.0 megawatt, Mini Hidro Sumatera kuota tersebar 4 for 10.0 megawatt, Krueng Isep for 10.0 megawatt, and Lawe Sikap for 7.0 megawatt. The 147.6 megawatt bioenergy covers PLTBO Sumatera kuota tersebar 1 for 87.6 megawatt, PLTBO Sumatera kuota tersebar 2 for 50.0 megawatt, PLTBO Sumatera kuota tersebar 3 for 5.0 megawatt, Sinabang kuota tersebar 1 for 3.0 megawatt, and Sinabang kuota tersebar 2 for 2.0 megawatt. The 53.7 megawatt solar covers Surya Sumatera kuota tersebar 1 for 48.0 megawatt, Surya Sumatera kuota tersebar 2 for 3.7 megawatt, and Sinabang kuota tersebar for 2.0 megawatt. The 19.8 megawatt biomass covers Langsa for 10.0 megawatt and Tanjung Semanto for 9.8 megawatt. The 3.0 megawatt biogas covers only Aceh Tamiang for 3.0 megawatt. With regard to electricity potential in Aceh, there is a huge potential, namely 4,271.2 megawatt, covering hydro for 2,971.1 megawatt or 69.6%, gas steam for 800.0 megawatt or 18.7%, geothermal for 390.0 megawatt or 9.1%, microhydro for 79.1 megawatt or 1.9%, biomass for 28.5 megawatt or 0.7%, solar for 2.0 megawatt or 0.0%, and hybrid biomass plus solar for 0.5 megawatt or 0.0%. So, the dominant potential is hydro, gas steam, and geothermal. The 2,971.1 megawatt hydro covers Tampur 1 for 443.0 megawatt, Lae Suraya for 240.0 megawatt, Theonom 2 for 240.0 megawatt, Cluet 1 for 180.0 megawatt, and the remaining other 24 locations or names for the rest of 1,868.1 megawatt. The 800.0 megawatt gas steam covers only wellhead tersebar, namely for 800.0 megawatt. The 390.0 megawatt geothermal covers Gunung Kembar for 110.0 megawatt, Jaboy FTP2 3 for 80.0 megawatt, Seulawah Agam FTP2 1 for 55.0 megawatt, Seulawah Agam FTP2 2 for 55.0 megawatt, Gunung Geredong for 50.0 megawatt, and Lokop for 40.0 megawatt. The 79.1 megawatt microhydro covers Ketol A for 10.0 megawatt, Theonom for 10.0 megawatt, Lawe Mamas for 9.6 megawatt, Bener Meriah for 7.5 megawatt, Subulus Salam for 7.4 megawatt, and the remaining other 7 locations or names for the rest of 34.6 megawatt. The 28.5 megawatt biomass covers Penanggalan for 10.0 megawatt, Subulus Salam for 10.0 megawatt, Sinabang for 5.0 megawatt, and Simele for 3.5 megawatt. The 2.0 megawatt solar covers only Simele, namely for 2.0 megawatt. The 0.5 megawatt hybrid or biomass plus solar covers Deodat for 0.3 megawatt and Surapung for 0.3 megawatt. Hi, do you find the information interesting or useful to you? If so, I am very pleased. But let me highlight some interesting points from the information as follows. Firstly, the existing electricity capacity of Aceh is 680.2 megawatt, but only 25.5 megawatt or 3.7% is made available by independent power producers. What does this mean? This means that the role of independent power producers in Aceh is still very small. Come on, let's come to Aceh and expand your business there. The business opportunity is very wide open. Secondly, the government through State Electricity Company plans to develop power plants in Aceh for 3,521.7 megawatt. 2,981.7 megawatt or 84.7% of this amount is or to be assigned to independent power producers in the form of power purchase agreement. What does this mean? This means that a bigger role is or to be assigned to independent power producers. So, if you are independent power producers, again, come on, come to Aceh and expand your business there. The business opportunity, again, is very wide open. Thirdly, Aceh has a huge electricity potential, namely 4,271.2 megawatt. The dominant potentials are hydro for 2,971.1 megawatt or 69.6%, gas steam for 800.0 megawatt or 18.7%, and geothermal for 390.0 megawatt or 9.1%. What does this mean? This means that business opportunity is wide open for hydro, gas steam, and geothermal independent power producers. So, if you are such independent power producers, again, If this information is of interest to you, or you yourselves are independent power producers, please like, subscribe, or comment for further interesting videos. Until then, goodbye now. Thanks for watching.